This is municipal election year. The city of Topeka has odd number council seats on the ballot. Only one will see a primary, though. That is in District 1. And today we're starting to help you get to know the candidates. District 1 is the pink area that you're going to see highlighted on your screen. It stretches from the Kansas River on the north, bumping from 6th to 17th to 10th on the south, and from Gage Boulevard on the west over to basically Branner on the east. Jolie Lippitt is one of 6 candidates, and she is here today. Welcome to you. 6 candidates. That's a busy campaign season we've got going on here.
Yeah.
So for those who aren't familiar with you, who haven't met you, what is your background?
So my background is I've worked in reentry and community mental health and social work now since 2019 here in Topeka. I moved to Topeka in 2018. When I came to Topeka, I came here with a 4 almost turning 5-year-old, 2 suitcases, and $700 to my name.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah, and I have been able to jump in and root and plant myself here and make use of the systems. And I chose to, after we were back on track and rebuilt and cozy, I went right back into the system to help other people transition out.
So why run for city council?
Well, during my time working with vulnerable people, those coming in and out of institutions like corrections and the Mission, which I am personally, I was a client of the Mission when my son and I failed to find housing. In Topeka, we were taking Ubers, and that's costly, and $700 goes very fast, and I'm so grateful that a place like the Mission was ready to catch us when we needed it. And since I was able to use the resources available to me and become stabilized again, I turned to working in that same system. And while I worked in that system, I saw so many barriers erected by the city, things that make it hard for people like me to successfully transition. And as I worked to help folks overcome those barriers, it became more and more clear that a lot of those barriers don't need to be there. And I believe that it will take someone like me who knows exactly where those gaps are to jump on board and help.
So we're talking about the whole homelessness issue that has been kind of front and center the past couple
That's
years. Give me 1 or 2 examples of things that you would change.
So for one thing, we don't need to reinvent the wheel. There are so many agencies that exist and so many systems and people who can advise. We don't need to bring in all these people from out of our city. There's so many people who are experts on this subject, and so amplifying that voice and strengthening what we already have, and using my city seat to continue to be a voice to amplify things like slumlords and all the things that are brought by our constituents and are overlooked or deferred for later. I won't be a later councilwoman.
And what would be another of your priorities? So we talked about homelessness and affordable housing.
Correct.
Why else? What else spurred you?
So working to help with, for instance, so one of our crime level is unheard of for a city the size of Topeka. Our number of gun violent related incidents, our number of violent related incidents, to be the gun violent capital of Kansas and be a city of our size I don't believe that the numbers add up. So I would love to see, again, because I know that the number of incidents related that are causing problems like burglaries and robberies and all these different things, I believe that they're intersected. So that is another thing. Violence reduction is an issue that's super close to home for me.
How do we balance all of those interests with then a budget that already we're being told is facing a shortfall and nobody wants to pay more taxes, because that's just not a popular idea to even talk about?
Right, yeah. So for one thing, we need more transparency in terms of how much money is there. The city does a poor job, I believe, when it comes to transparency for regular citizens like me. I think that it needs to be more of a team effort and less of a quiet decisions. Where are the numbers? What are the numbers? How can we see those? How can we, as a unit, as a city, make sound decisions? Like where are all these contracts, and can we examine those? Can we reallocate some things? Like, for instance, go cut something to go over to the Affordable Housing Trust Fund. There are a lot of bids that are taken. constantly, but when it comes to issues of vulnerable, there's always no money. So I would like to explore that more and be more transparent with the findings.
All right, real quick, you have an event coming up when and where?
I do. It is the anti-community violence block party. Again, just to celebrate me and the community. And so that is going to be Saturday, July 19th from 1 p.m. to 4 p.m. at Central Park Community Center in the gymnasium. We're going to have John the Iron Man Cantrell.
There will be a lot going on.
Yes,
all right,
ma'am.
Go meet Jolie at that time. One of 6 people vying for a seat on Topeka City Council District 1. Appreciate you being here. And we